Hey, it's Roger Martin in Billings, Montana. Good day. Boom, let's do this. This is a short video that I did on Blaze on phone with Tiki Tori and Glenn Black. The point was, is it time to bail on Bitcoin? I think Bitcoin's going to remain close to the top or near the top, but I think fourth generation utility tones like Cloud Token are really going to move things forward like never before. Let's listen a little bit to Glenn Beck. Hold on here.
Tika Tawari was on this program a few months ago, and he made a very bold prediction. And I said, don't do it, Tika, don't do it. And he said cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular, is going to be at 40,000 by the end of the year. It's kind of gone in the opposite direction. When he said that it was maybe 7,000, it is now today at 3,900. I called him and I was like, so Tika, what's the deal? And I want you to hear his answer because
Now here goes. You got to remember when this is done. This is when Bitcoin hit the bottom. It is currently around 8,000. So it's not done for, but it's come up from 3,800 or 3,000, 3,500. But Bitcoin, I don't think will ever be around 40,000. I shouldn't say ever. I don't think it'll be around 40,000 by the end of 2019 or 2020. I could be wrong. You can never predict this stuff. But I will bet that Cloud Token will do things in 2020 that Bitcoin could never do. I will stick by that prediction. We'll see if that's true. I have two friends that are making over 7 grand a month. One's making 15 grand, one's making 7 grand. This thing is really moving and should be looked at. Now let's get a little back on what Glenn said to Tiki Tori. Tiki Tori said to Glenn back. Hold on. All right, so this is why Tiki Tori says that he predicted there'd be 40,000. Here's why.
On October 5th, David Swensen of the $30 billion Yale endowment bought into crypto. Then Harvard and Stanford followed him. I said Wall Street would open up their trading platforms and provide custody for crypto. Now Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, the owners of the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ have all announced plans to start trading Bitcoin. Northern Trust is creating a custody product, and even State Street, America's largest custodian, is getting active in the States. So what's the piece I got wrong, right? So all the fundamental research that said, okay, all these new players are coming into space, everything that I predicted came true. But the one piece that I got wrong, that I'm absolutely willing to own 100%, is I got the investor sentiment piece wrong. I misunderstood just how bad investor sentiment was. The market does not believe anything but bad news right now. It's just taking the stance of, well, okay, yeah, Fidelity, okay, great, let's see it actually happen. Now, all of these things are actually happening. The last time, Glenn, I saw such a disconnect between the fundamentals and investor sentiment was an Apple computer back in 2003. Back in 2003,
All right, so consumer sentiment had a big part. But let's say it's back up at 8,000. It is around 8,000. Let's go look and see what it's doing. Hold on. Now let's look at WorldCoin Index. You can see in a year's time here how Bitcoin has went from 6,000 to a high of 11,000, back down, now around 7,900. And that's a year's time. So it's made this upsurge, it's kind of leveled off, working down again. I don't know where it will come back up at, but I don't think Bitcoin is going to make 40,000. I don't think Bitcoin's going to make 15,000 by the end of 2019. 2020, if it stabilizes somewhere around 12 to 15,000 or higher, would not surprise me. But I am going to predict that Bitcoin won't make you the money that Cloud Token will in 2020. Bitcoin is going to be phased out eventually, and there's going to be utility tokens that make Bitcoin look like an amateur, look like a beginner. Mark my words. That's my prediction. Now let's go to Cloud Token and see what it's doing. Now this is Cloud Token. You see it had a tremendous spike up here. It fell back down, but it's remained kind of level. Isn't growing much. But let me tell you, if you're making 7 to 15 grand a month on it, it's doing something right. A lot more than Bitcoin. The market wants to see things happen, but sometimes more aggressive individuals are making it happen, and it's happening with Bitcoin. Let me go, or with Cloud Token. Let me go to the video on. Hey, Roger again, Billings, Montana. These guys talk about Cloud Token going to 50,000 per day. Here's some of the reasoning on this.
Or it's not that the CEO's fault. He might have a huge vision. He might have a vision what he wants to put in place. But when it comes to delivering on the technology, he cannot do it. He hasn't got the people. He hasn't got the team. And when I looked at this project and saw Ronald Eye was getting involved for the first time ever in the industry of network marketing. Who is Ronald Eye? Ronald Eye is the co-founder of the 4th generation blockchain. If you're new to cryptocurrency, you need to understand what I just said. The 1st generation blockchain is Bitcoin. The 2nd is Ethereum, faster, more scalable. The 3rd is EOS and Cardano. And the 4th is BitBeta system. So the man who's the co-founder of who put his own blockchain together in BitBeta system and is known as the 4th generation blockchain was coming together and being involved and being one of the co-founders of Cloud Token. Me and my business partner, Matthias Guzda, has looked at every single project and every single wallet over the past year. And I don't want to talk negative about any other company. I wish everybody well. Because in this industry, when a company goes wrong, some people like to add salt to the wound. I don't. Every project in this industry, I want them to succeed. Because by them succeeding is better for the industry.
All right, let's go to some of the reasons why. Now, you do need to understand this is a 4th generation blockchain. That this is faster, smarter, stronger, more secure than what we've had before. Now let's go to their other reasoning here. He's the founder, chief engineer on this.
CTO value at that day was 30 cents. The last 24 hours, we made 6,793 Cloud Token. On the right-hand side, you see the total amount of Cloud Token was over 32,000. At day 7 in the business, we were making $2,037 per day. The total we had was 9,676. What's very important is this, okay? If we don't spend them Cloud Tokens at 30 cents and we hold onto them, okay, that's making 6,793 if it goes to $1. Just think of that. The name of the game here is to accumulate as much Cloud Tokens as you can at an early price. Because when I backed this project, when I said I'm going 100% with this project, me and Matthias did some maths and we said we want to accumulate as much Cloud Token as we can at this price. Because what I'm going to explain to you after I show you the few slides of how far this company has come in the past 2.5 months, you'll understand why I believe in the project so much.
All right, let's go in here more.
We started earning $10,500 per day. Guys, day 52 in the business, 26,000 Cloud Tokens per day, and we're earning $11,500 per day. Well, I can tell you, this hasn't been updated. Their system went through an upgrade about 3 weeks ago. We haven't updated this in about 3 weeks, as in the sheet. It will be updated in the next 2 days. Me and Matthias went to level C4 in the business, and I can tell you now, we are earning 100,000 cloud tokens per day. So do the maths on that, guys. The price is just...
They're, at the time that they filmed this, making 100,000 cloud tokens per day. I can't imagine the income off that. This guy says they're up past 50 cents. Let's go on here a little further.
You can withdraw that Bitcoin at any time. Maybe it's worth 12,000 today. Bitcoin goes up to 50,000, maybe in 3 months. You then can withdraw that one Bitcoin, which is worth $50,000 to you. You've caught all the appreciation in the rise in value of Bitcoin, but you've been paid every single day in cloud tokens, which are rising in value at the same time. Is that right, Paul?
Yes, that's exactly what happened to us, John. When we got involved in this project, Bitcoin just broke above $5,000. So anybody, remember, not everybody had Bitcoin. So some people went away and purchased Bitcoin, okay, with some fiat money, put it into Jarvis, participated in this. So as they were getting paid their 10% a month on the Jarvis, Bitcoin in the meantime now is trading at around $13,000. So instead getting 10% at 500, now they're getting 10% at the 13,000. And if they want to, at any time, they can withdraw that Bitcoin and take it back. In this system, there's nothing held. If you want your crypto assets back, you just withdraw it from the system.
Exactly. Instant liquidity. Anytime you want it, you're in control. Paul, one of the main things that really got my attention, looking at the digital currency world, there's so many wallets and so many coins out there. Most of them require us to be a fortune teller and to have a crystal ball to try and figure out when we should sell. And it's all speculative. It might go up. It might not go up. Will we sell at the right time? What if a bunch of other people sell before us? Then the price of the coin goes down. We miss out. There's none of that here, because all of the profits of all of the trading and all of the other projects that are coming go into the reserve fund. They all sit in the reserve fund, and that determines the price of the cloud tokens. It's the reserve fund divided by the number of cloud tokens out there, and the reserve fund grows daily with all of the profits from the company. So whether I'm the first to sell or the last to sell, all of the funds to pay for that, my cloud tokens to liquidate them, are already all sitting there. It's not market speculation. Is that a true picture of it, Paul?
Yes, John, and this is the part that people need to understand the power of the system, because if you look at any other crypto asset, what do people in the gold world tell you? What do people with the dollar? They always ask you, is Bitcoin backed? Is Ethereum backed? And it's not. Well, we are the first crypto asset. We are backed. Why do I say that? As John pointed out, all the profits go into the reserve fund, okay? As the reserve fund goes up, the price of the token goes up. So every single cloud.
So all those profits, this is a utility coin. This is why it's so important. Those profits go into that reserve, and that keeps the price going up. Keeps his money coming in, it keeps money moving.
Token is backed by the reserve fund. So we are actually, our token is backed. To go one step further is this. Our company is working with Ledger, and what we're going to have monthly is we're going to have a third-party company give a statement and show how much is in the reserve fund. So we're going to be audited by a very big company, and we're going to show proof once a month how much is in the pool. So none of us on this call can question, have the company got the money? This is very important to the whole ecosystem.
Absolutely. Paul, you had mentioned when I talked to you recently about our app being in the App Store, being available there. Can you just talk about what a monumental achievement that is in this arena?
Yes, because when we joined this project, early days, we joined because of Ronald died. But at early stages, Ronald told us the vision and the step-by-step process, what he was going to implement. Obviously, you take the biggest risk in any project joining at the very beginning, because a lot of stuff is not done then. But what I can say about Ronald, everything he said so far, he's hit the deadline and more. One of them was this. He goes, Paul, we've applied to go on Google Store, which is Android, which is open source. It's easier to get on Google Play because it's open source. We've also applied to go on Apple Store. And he says, we're after going through all the guidelines and we're after doing everything and we're very confident we will go on. But guys, to get on the Apple Store for a business is very hard. To get on the Apple Store if you're a multi-level marketing company is so difficult. I won't say impossible, but very, very difficult. To get on the App Store if you're involved in cryptocurrency, I will say it's nearly impossible. Okay? And we are on the App Store. There's not one wallet in the marketplace that's on the App Store. So if that doesn't give you like confidence in this product, in this application, I don't know what else will, because when...
All right, so the app is a big deal at the store. Google App Store, it's a big deal. Say others aren't? Let's go out here. Now remember, they're putting out ATM machines as well. They're purchasing merchandise with this. They're traveling with this. And all those profits are going into the reserve.
But when it comes, guys, there'll be more details come, but it will be a longer term play. I mean, you have to leave your funds in there longer for this project, but it's something that's going to blow everybody's mind away. Yes, sir.
You know, Paul, I think the biggest thing for everybody and what I had to wrap my head around was cloud tokens itself. You know, you understand they're backed by the reserve fund. The funds are going in there every day from the trading and the other projects are coming. I understood all of that. I didn't really understand what the heck can I do with these cloud tokens, even if they're worth a bunch of money. Can you speak to how simple it is if someone wants to take their cloud tokens every day and convert them and withdraw them and change them to fiat if they like? It's totally in their control, isn't it?
Yes, what's very good about this, guys, let's say that right now you say, Paul, I don't want to wait 2 months for the exchange. I don't want to wait 2 months for the travel. I'm happy participating in Jarvis. I want my money every day. All you got to do, guys, is get a Bitcoin card. The most popular card on the market right now is Wirex. And all you got to do with Wirex is that daily you get paid in cloud token. In the application, within 2 or 3 minutes, you convert your cloud token to Ethereum, and then you take your Ethereum into your Wirex card and shop anywhere you want in the world. If Wirex is not in your country, it's in most countries, you can take your crypto assets out into local Bitcoins, you can take them out into Coinbase. There's many factors, but the thing is this, your money is liquid and you can spend it every day, anywhere in the world. It's not held in the system.
That's exactly it. It's a beautiful thing to be completely liquid at all times. You know, I know we've got a lot of people from the U.S. on this call. I'm going to post in the chat a couple different resources that we've had shared with us, places to get Bitcoin and Ethereum and to do it very quickly. Any other updates you can hit us on from Malaysia while I'm doing that, Paul?
All right. The money's liquid. You can go a lot of different ways with it. Through their card, through ATMs, through exchanges. There's so many ways to earn money with this. Not only the interest on the artificial intelligence, but on growing.
Be allowed in Jarvis. Ella, we don't know how many people, but what I can say is this, is that the market capitalization has gone up significantly in the past few weeks. So when they did this calculation, they thought it would be about 200 million. So because the market capitalization has gone up, they haven't got a specific figure, but this is very important. When Jarvis closes, there's other projects ready to come in, okay? There's 2 or 3 more projects that we're kind of not allowed to talk about now, but there's more projects come in to fill in for the projects that are there. What I can say is this, what we're getting right now, between 6 and 12% a month on Jarvis is pretty extraordinary. Going forward, when other projects get launched, people ask me, will it be the same percentage? No. Some projects might get launched, they'll be long-term project, and they might give a yield of, let's say, 4 or 5%. Other projects might get launched, and they might give 2%. There's one that John spoke about, we'll go to NASDAQ. We've been told that's going to give more. So there's going to be many different projects brought to the table. But remember, what the end goal is, when you log into your application, It'll be 10, 15, 20 projects. All these projects, profits are made, are going to the reserve fund. So we're building a full ecosystem. This is a truly performance utility token. So
all these profits, all these different things are going, you're into the reserve. I'm going to end it here. I'll give you this link here. But if you're not seriously looking at Cloud Token, you're missing out. Swash Market Buildings, Montana. The more I dig into this, the more amazing it really is. Good day.